All right, guys, I got a little video about my Gatortail. The last hunt where I had the ocean hunt, I actually had one of my lids fly off. Now, it didn't fly off because of the hunt or what I did at the hunt, but up here in Florida, we had a very bad breeze, I guess, and it rained the night before, and then it was already like, I think, right at 30 or under 30, and then I found out that some of these pod boxes actually can hold water at the hinges. They don't get in the pod box, but they somehow, I guess, can get in the cracks in the hinge that I'll show you in a second. And so I guess water got in there and froze. So then when I was throwing my decoys and getting the boat ready at 4 or 5 in the morning, I tried to get into my pod box, and then I lifted the lid and it wouldn't lift, and then all of a sudden it just went, just popped. And I didn't actually notice that it like broke. I just noticed it sort of just had like a weird sound. I didn't know what it was until I just put the lid back down and got what I needed. And then all of a sudden I looked down, I'm just moving around the boat, making sure I had everything. I noticed that the lid actually wasn't connected anymore, and that's where I guess that little weird popping noise was the welds broke. So I'll show you a picture of what that looks like right now. Yeah, let's show you what I mean. I'll show you the right pod box and what it looks like compared to, you can sort of see it over there, the left pod box. So here's the dual rear pod box for the Gatortail. So they have these little cracks in here, right there. So when I lift this up, you can sort of see this is how it moves. So it's it's welded here, it's welded here, there. So that's how I lifted it when I got into it in the morning. Well, what happened was water got in here, it froze, and couldn't lift it. So when I lifted it, this whole part was stationary, and then the weld snapped right here. And the reason I know that is because when I broke that one, this one was also frozen, and the only way to get it loose was we poured a garden hose over it. So that's something now I got to keep an eye on, which isn't bad. It's just amazing that did that in Florida. It freezes, and these boats are meant for sort of colder temperatures. So here's the welds I'll show you. I already said I'll show you. I already showed you a photo of what it previously looked like. And during this hunt that I just had this past weekend, I didn't have this welded yet. I had a weld appointment coming up with a local person in town, and this actually flew off after my evening hunt, and I was hunting about an hour away, and came home to not having this lid. It was just straight empty. It's just that. So I drove back the next day, an hour, and was able to find it literally in the middle of the road. It definitely looked like someone ran over it right here. It's a little skidded up. I think it first landed on this side because it's all rough in here, but this was all bowed in, so I actually couldn't I could only shut this about that far, but with some nice hammering and skill, I was able to get it to where I could twist it. So skip to today. I got my appointment for it and got them to weld it. So they definitely made the welds thicker here. They said they were going to drill a little hole for me so water could probably drain, but they didn't, which is fine because I was kind of like not sure if I wanted to do that. But anyway, other spots, for some reason these corners cracked, like right here and right there. And I don't think one was right there, but they actually welded that for me. Pretty thick. And I'll show you what the other one looks like, because those actually are welds. It was not like they just welded something pointless. You can see they welded it here, welded that corner, and they made a custom-made pod box. So it's not like I could just buy a new square and have a new pod box. I literally needed this back. Otherwise, this whole pod would have been forever open. I don't know what I would have done. So next time, if you have a Gatortail pod box, look out. These hinges can freeze. Water can get in them. And yeah, be careful opening them. I guess that's all my advice. But other than that, boat's fine. Love it. It's just, you know, these boating issues happen with all type of boats, no matter how expensive or nice of a boat you get. You know, something will come up, and you just gotta deal with it. Gotta fix it. You know. So all right, y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Hope you like that tip. If you have a Gatortail, just, you know, keep your eyes out, and hope y'all getting some ducks. Don't forget to give someone an elbow bump. It's COVID. God bless.
Country trap, fire.